Yes, boys, back again. Today, all I want to talk about is just fucking doing as you say. The most simple thing that you can do as a man is literally, if you say something, you fucking do it. I'm going to go fucking climb a mountain. If you say that, you put the word out, you fucking let people know, you post it on social media, whatever you do, if you say it, you have to fucking do it. Because what that does is then it stacks a W for you, stacks a win. It gives you more confidence. If you say that and you don't do it, all you do is fucking breed doubt. I feel like doubt is the number one thing that fucks everyone. It fucking destroys people's lives. It destroys their credibility and it destroys everything that they're going to be doing. So how can you remove doubt? Removing doubt is simple as just doing the thing. Whatever it is you want to do the thing. The more times you do the thing, the more confident you become at the thing. Very simple. A lot of people try and overcomplicate this sort of stuff, but if I want to get bigger in the gym, I do more reps. If I want to get better at sales, I take more calls. If I want to fucking run longer distances, I do more runs. Very simple, don't overcomplicate it. But for me, I know that a lot of people are in the fucking space where they're talking about, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to be this one day. It's like, are you, or are you just saying it? I know you can get a lot of cheap dopamine from saying, I'm going to do this. And your brain doesn't really recognize the difference between saying it and doing it. But there's a huge actual difference in it. For example, the other day I went and fucking climbed Mount Agung. I didn't say I was going to do it. Someone just asked if I want to do it. I said, yeah, because I know that recently I haven't been doing stuff that will give me like real dopamine. You know, I like surfing, I like spearfishing, I like going on trips. But I was like, I need to do something hard that's going to take me. It took us like 10 to 12 hours in the end. There's something that's actually going to take me a long time to summit and then come down. And it's just the same thing for fucking life and the same thing for sales. Whatever you want, whatever your end goal, your desired outcome is at the top of a mountain. Doesn't have to be Mount Agung, doesn't have to be Mount Everest, can be anything. But it's at the top. And you know the hardest thing isn't even summiting. The hardest thing is coming down. By the time you get to the top, you get the fucking fix, you get the dopamine, you feel like you're at the top, but you still got to fucking carry on. In actual terms, you'd come down the mountain and then you complete it, then you finish it. In life, I feel like you just level up. When you get to the top of the mountain, that's your new baseline, that's your plateau. And then you go up again, you go up again, you go up again. And you'll take L's and you'll drop down. But the main thing for me is just not letting that bog you down, because that's part of life. I feel like the longer that you're actually fucking alive, and I'm 30 now, I'm not exactly the fucking oldest cat, but I'm older than a lot of these fucking people who are starting out in their fucking sales journey, their personal brand journey. It's like, you don't need to rush this shit. All you need to do is put in the work. Whether you want to fucking manifest it's going to happen and do the work, perfect. Whether you want to just do the work, even better. It doesn't really matter. If you're just thinking about doing something and you never do it, you'll never get to where you want to be. This is why so many people are fucking depressed, anxious, fucking upset. It's really just because they're overthinking stuff. And overthinking, the best way to get over it is just to act more. Think less, do more. And I've personally been in that position many times. Like, I'm not fucking afraid to say it. Like, loads of times I've just not been doing stuff. Loads of time I've just been fucking procrastinating. Loads of time it's been overthinking. But it's about how you deal with it, how you manage it, and how you actually move on. Like, once you can fucking program your mind just to do, it's a great place to be. You always have to make time to think, relax, feel, do this other shit. But if you're actually trying to get to something, or you have a goal that you want to achieve, the number one thing that you can do is action. Massive action gets massive output. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Like, it's basic. So for me, at the end of the day, if I say I'm going to do something, I'll fucking do it, because a man is nothing without his word. And I've always stood by that, and I always will, because if you say that, then it's like a legally binding contract in my mind, that verbal contract that you've made with yourself. And if you don't do it, it's like you're in a whole world of pain. And that's going to be mental pain. It's not going to be physical pain. It's going to be mental pain. Obviously, if it's gym related and that sort of stuff, there'll be some physical elements to it. But as a whole, it's going to be a mental pain, because all you're doing is confirming that you're not good enough, essentially, that you don't stick to your fucking guns and you don't stick to your word. If you keep on doing that, there's a compounding effect. And that's going to only end up with you fucking hitting the floor. Whereas if you say, for example, I'll give you a great example right fucking now. Everyone thinks that by having a fucking huge to-do list, they're going to get all of it done. Doesn't work like that, especially not for me. I've actually changed recently, so all I do every day is one thing for me, one thing for the business. That's it. That is my number one goal every day, is one thing for me and one thing for the fucking business. So whether for me it's gym, massage, swim in the ocean, meditate, yoga, any of those things, I'll just fucking go do because it's for me, right? And then one thing for the business, whether I take a call, I make a video, I edit a video, whatever it is, I don't really care. And you know what happens when you do one thing? You enjoy it. You get the dopamine from actually doing something. And then what happens is that just compounds as well. So 99% of the time, as soon as I do one thing, I end up doing 5 or 6. I didn't realize, because I get myself into the flow. I don't overthink the first thing. The hardest thing is the first fucking 2 minutes. If you're struggling with doing stuff, just tell yourself, I'm going to do 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 100, whatever it is, 60 seconds of that thing. The gym, yoga, meditation, working, fucking writing an SOP, do whatever it is that you're fucking doing, writing a script for a video. As soon as you do that thing, you then tick that off the box. If you then decide that you don't want to do it anymore, fine. Maybe you'll cut from a different cloth. But for me, I know that as soon as I do the thing, for example, make a video, it takes me much longer to fucking set up and prepare for a video than it does for me to actually do the video. So in my mind, the best way I can actually get into it and fucking get the reps out, get the video done and fucking do everything else is just start recording. Because I know that the barrier to entry is until I press that button, until I press that red button on my fucking phone, nothing happens. So how about you just fucking press the red button first, relax, and then everything starts to flow. And what you'll find is, especially if you're in a creative endeavor, the creativity isn't really yours. This is what I've learned. You might have a bit more of a fucking inspired mind, a bit more of a creative fucking output than some people, but creativity comes through you. It's not like built in you. So I know that as soon as I fucking turn on the camera, as soon as I fucking open up CapCut, as soon as I fucking have an idea for a video and I fucking start to put it out to the fucking universe, either by recording or by editing, the rest just flows. I don't need to overthink it. I don't need to overplan it. I don't need it to be fucking perfect. All I need to do is start. And that's the number one thing for me, is all everyone needs to do is just start. Don't over fucking dress it up. You don't over-engineer it. You don't need a fucking huge plan. I've never had a business plan in my life. Maybe that's why I've got 10 failed businesses. Does it matter? No. What it does do is give me loads of experience, loads of fucking wisdom, loads of knowledge. But what it doesn't do is, like, it doesn't show that I won't start stuff. Maybe I could have finished stuff stronger. Maybe I could have fucking, bitten the bullet and fucking dialed in more on some stuff. Maybe. But at least I started. Because most people won't even start the race. And if you won't even start the race, then how are you ever going to finish? Give you another example. Started this video, I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I just pressed play, just press record. And then I just let it flow. And that's what I mean by it just flows through you. Creativity flows through you. Yeah, maybe I could fucking have a script on a laptop. Yeah, maybe I could have fucking better production value. Yeah, maybe I could get a proper fucking set of mics. Doesn't matter. The barrier to entry is made to be low. The lower the barrier to entry, the more you'll fucking do. The more you do, the better you'll get at it. In my mind, it would be great to have a fucking videographer, sound team, editing team, but really, all of that stuff is just fluff. It's not essential. It's not needed. And I know that at the end of the day, the more that I actually put out as my form of fucking creative expression, the more I get in. Whether it's from leads, whether it's from people saying, wow, great video, or whether it's from people fucking hating on it. It doesn't really matter what comes of it. I just want something to come of it. Because I know that the more that I fucking do, the better I feel. And at the end of the day, that's all I really care about, is how I feel. Everyone says, like, you shouldn't care about how you feel. I actually care about how I feel. Because if I don't feel great, I don't like battling my mind and my body all the time. I want to feel great. And I know that if I do one thing for myself and one thing for my business every day, I'll feel great. If that leads into fucking doing 5 things for the business and 3 things for me, even better. Maybe I'll go for a recovery session. I'll go to the gym. Maybe I'll go to the gym twice. Then maybe I'll do a fucking massage. Like, for me, that's 4 things I've done for myself. Then maybe I'll make 10 videos. That's 10 things I've done for the business. Like, simplify it. Drop down the barrier to entry and just get it done. But at the end of the day, you really don't need loads to fucking get what you want. Like I said, this video, I just pressed play. Didn't have anything fucking planned. My laptop has gone off. Like, there's no planning here. I just had a fucking cigar, my lighter, my fucking phone, and then we fucking rumble. That's it. Anyway, that's kind of my main thing, is just get some stuff done. Get some stuff out there. never going to be perfect. It's never going to help everyone. You're going to piss people off and you're going to fucking help people feel better about themselves. That's kind of it. And at the end of the day, if you want to create, the more you create, the less you'll consume. And that's kind of like the mottos that I live by is sell or be sold, create or consume. And don't get me wrong, I like to be sold to, but I like to sell more. And don't get me wrong, I like to consume, but I like to create more. So you just pick your poison and you put as much time and effort into those things that you want. But the more time and effort you put into selling and creating, the more you'll fucking get back in a positive way of finances, free time, the life that you want. It's pretty simple, but that's how it goes. Anyway, if you don't know me, I have a fucking no bullshit sales community called Cowboy Closers. And unlike most traditional sales companies, I don't just fucking teach you the bullshit stuff about how to become a better closer, because it's not that deep to become a better closer. You can fucking find that shit on YouTube. I became a better closer from fucking YouTubing Matt Ryder and Bill Welsh. Really not that deep. What people struggle with is asking better questions, and they also struggle with getting jobs. So my primary focus for Cowboy Closers is to help people get roles, like to give them the confidence so they know that they've done it before, they can do it again. And two, to ask better questions, because asking better questions will get you better fucking answers. Better answers will give you more fucking fuel. More fuel gives you more fucking ammunition for when you want to close people, and they'll trust you more when you're asking more questions. You ever fucking sat in a room with someone, they just talk about themselves the whole time? No one fucking wants to talk to that person because they're just talking about themselves. And if you're a closer that does that, you'll never sell. So you have to ask more questions. You have to be inquisitive. You have to be curious, because that's when you get what you want. Anyway, if you want to look at Cowboy Closers, my Instagram is ConnorWestern _ ConnorWestern, like a fucking Western. I'm the Wolf of Southeast Asia. And yeah, I help predominantly guys. A lot of them are British, living in Australia, get remote sales jobs and fucking elevate their life with a lot of mindset, belief systems and thoughts thrown in. So yeah, in a bit. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.